Have you read Jess's recent novella about Joan of Arc?
I read everything of hers before any of you.
Right, great. What I'd like to know your thoughts on it.
Well, I think it's a great novella. I think uh, it took her longer to write that than it took for me to write this levels. And I don't mean that as a
Uh-huh.
criticism, but that's just the way she operates. I know. I wish that we could be retired because then she could be more free to do more writing. Um,
Yeah.
and I told her, I gave her a couple of ideas or a couple of suggestions about what not to do.
Yeah.
She based it mostly upon what's his name's silent Joan of Arc film. What's his name? The guy who did Vampire, Carl Theodor Dreyer's Joan of Arc
Yeah.
film. Um,
Yeah.
and yeah, I it that's a good example though of something I would never write because I don't have any religious sense. Not that Jessica is religious, but I if I couldn't see myself doing Joan of Arc as a figure because she's so attached to that. Unless I would take her as being someone who is clinically
It's a
psychotic.
very
You
it's
know.
a very peculiar kind of religious sort of sensibility, though.
Yeah, and the moments that she chooses are very good, and the fact that she calls her Jean rather than Joan, it has a Bresson kind of quality to it.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That's like like do you like I know she hasn't read Levels herself. Like, are you anxious for her to read it?
She's gonna do what she's gonna do. Yeah, I don't have time. You shit out a novel every 3 weeks, and you shit out plays every 3 days. And so she'll read it when she reads it, and I told her that her character is the great is the key to the book and whatnot. Someday she'll
Yeah,
read it, and then she'll complain about this or that because she hates Jessica Wagner, that character. I'm not
yeah.
like that cunt. I don't talk like this. So. It's that
Well,
that's
you portray her so flatteringly, so you
yeah.
know.
Well, yeah, I know. But she'll read it eventually. She hasn't read. I don't think she's read any of my work since A Norwegian in the Family. Let me think. Well, she's read a few of the plays, but
Ludovico technique, like
yeah,
get the pincers out.
yeah, yeah. But she'll do what she's gonna do what she's gonna do, and that's fine as long as she's producing and whatnot. It's difficult to keep her from imploding because she's very much more affected by things than I am. She's into that Enneagram stuff, and I'm not. She's into all of this stuff, and then when she finds out or something that I saw something about, like I mentioned, this woman that is plotting out the book and whatnot. She hates all these women. Well, how could you be with them? I said, well, I didn't know you were out there. And when I was 25, you were 13 or 14. So it's like uh, I had to be in my 30s before I could even if I met you that I wouldn't be arrested for pedophilia. So
Ah, love. Well,
yeah,
it's always the same, isn't it?
yeah.
Domestic bliss.